Hello. Sometimes we don't feel good, and we don't quite know as to why. And some of the reasons that at times we can feel negative and feeling that there's tension building up in us is because there's conflict of values, conflict of wants, conflict of needs inside of us. So if we were to express and give voice to our automatic thoughts in a moment of conflict, could look something like, hurry up, and no, I'm not hurrying up, I want to slow down. And at first it seems like opposing views, hurry up and slow down. Okay. And we can understand when there's a need to hurry up and a need to slow down. But when those two are competing, it feels enmeshed and uncomfortable. And at times we might not, if our body and energy is too low, we might go on the side of slowing down. But if you have a little bit more energy and if you feel that we need to catch up, that part of us might start to pick up pace. And we might have different needs and priorities and bits of knowledge. So let's play with it. Hurry up and slow down. Hurry up! No! Slow down! I want to hurry up! No, I want to slow down! I want to hurry up! I want to slow down! You know, like, what shall we do? Hurry up or slow down? Which one is the better? Well, they both have a purpose and a function and can be helpful in different situations. If you're trying to get a train or bus or plane, you better hurry up because it won't be waiting for you. We can understand in that context. But it's also within other contexts with things where perhaps we give ourselves goals and we're trying to cover and achieve as much as we physically possibly can. Or we're trying to try something that in the eyes of others most people can do and we're not sure if we can. So the hurry up part is like, let's have a conversation. Okay, let's imagine that we're having a conversation between these parts. Instead of just fighting and feeling miserable and sabotaging each other, okay? Or we give in to one, depending on our energy levels. Let's just ask each other, okay, hello Mrs., Mr., Miss, hurry up, whatever name you want to call it. But I'll take it off your mind, put it there. I can see that you're in a hurry today. I can see that you're in a hurry in this moment. Care to share? And then if they had a voice, what would that voice say? So if you're feeling like hurrying up and slowing down, what would that tell you? Just close your eyes and allow the automatic answers to come to you. Pause the video if you need more time. Now, often the part is trying to hurry up, is often trying to take advantage of the moment, the time, the energy. It could be something such as, I've been struggling for so long, now that I have this bit of energy, I want to make the most of it and cover as much as I possibly can. Or it could be, it was so hard to get my head around it, now I just want to hurry up to do as much as I can or to cover all of these. Or it could be, there's so much to do, so much to cover, and if you don't do that, we'll find ourselves getting behind and getting more overwhelmed, more stressed, more anxious, not sleeping, and then the negative impacts of that realization. Okay, so it's that anxious part of us that wants to hurry up. Okay, and you can also be trying to hurry up, obviously for practical reasons, trying to be on time for something to minimize the consequences either of getting told off or missing and losing fun, opportunities, learning. And it can even be as simple as, I want to hurry up to go outside so I can see the sunset, because you would miss that specific time and golden moment of the day because it has a meaning. Now, obviously something is important. Why are we trying to hurry up? And why there's this sense of urgency, and why do we feel that if we don't hurry up, everything will fall? It's because we are gripped on the fear. Okay, there's a fear in the back of our mind, and it could be several fears. Fears of failure. It could be a fear of failure. If we don't do this, we will fail, and we might make that mean that we are a failure. Doesn't mean that it's right or real, but it's how our brain is perceiving. Or we could be feeling that we don't know about the uncertainty, or we might not want to lose a possible benefit, being on time for something. What's the meaning of that? Why is it important? Why do I need to hurry up? Let's reflect on that. Why do I need to hurry up? Pause the video if you need more time. And now let's acknowledge, thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. Okay, get it out there, took it out your mind. Thank you for sharing that part of me, part that Mr., Mrs., Miss Hurry Up, Master Hurry Up, whatever that is. And then, okay, I hear you. You have some, let's acknowledge and validate. I understand. That is important. There's a sense of urgency. And that's the way you know how to go about it. It's by hurrying up. So, where did you get this idea that we must hurry up? Now, sometimes we pick that up from observing others in our past. Okay, or perhaps the anxiety is giving this energy, and we might feel that there's this energy, we must do something. Or it might be we are catastrophizing. If we don't do this, the worst is going to happen in the future. The worst possible scenario is going to happen. So acknowledge, thank you, I can understand this is important. Now let's hear the other part. Hello. Thank you. What's the need to slow down and take? Okay, why don't you want to hurry up, and why do you want to slow down? Now, allow the answers to come. Pause the video if you need more time. Sometimes the part that does not want to hurry up often has a protective. Is trying to protect us from something. Is trying to support us in some way. And some of those reasons could be, take it easy, to keep it balanced, because it's more sustainable in the long term, because it's healthier, because hurrying up non-stop has impacts by by taking it easy and managing that energy is more sustainable, healthier, balanced, which I already said. Repeating. So let's connect again. What else do I need to take it easy and slow down? What's the functions and the purpose of this wanting to slow down? Pause the video if you need more time. And we can have instances where we might have a need to feel other needs. Other things are as important. And we try to find that balance. And what's the solution? Do we go with a compromise? Sometimes we can go with a compromise that who shall be on the driving seat? The hurry up prerogative or the slow down? So by communicating to one another, we can identify the needs and then see if there's, now we go away and think about, okay, I can see your perspective, I can see your point of view, and we both want the same, which is to feel better, to avoid and minimize pain and suffering and struggle in the future. But we're going about it in different ways. How can we go together in a way that is flexible and adaptable, but we're going in the same direction, working together rather than fighting and resisting? Just acknowledge each other's needs, and then how can we create a solution that is greater than what this solution has in mind and what this solution has in mind. By hearing each other's perspective, know that I know your perspective and you know mine. How can you go away and think about what alternatives can I think? What other solutions can I think that takes into account a pace that goes a little faster when I can and goes a little slower when I need. So I have time to address and solve, and time to rest and recharge and recuperate. So we're going for a marathon, not a sprint. So if we don't know the answers in this moment, that's okay. It's just something to put on the back burner, and then the answers will come to us. Now, shake hands. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Okay. And we don't need to go straight into a solution. We can brainstorm some ideas. The ideas could come from here, or even a different part, a silly part, a playful part. Okay, so the hurry up. We must do everything very fast and everything at once and everything until we run out of energy. Because when I run out of energy, there's no more to give. Yeah, but we can take it easy. Do a little, recharge a little, do a little, recharge a little. What about if we can just get a magic wand and go boom, 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 done? So, they're all valid. So which one is the most realistic for this situation? Shall we just get rid of things that are fun, make us a little giggle and laugh, and wouldn't it be nice to just get the big brother to come and say, you only do this, girl, forget about the rest, and be assured he'll be 100% okay. Wouldn't it be great? But since those options of magic wand and the big empowering person that knows it all with certainty that everything will be really well, since that is just not a realistic option, let's thank them for the opportunity of brainstorming and maybe the silliness of it. Thank you, thank you. And the most obvious solution that perhaps is to take into account both is recharge a little, do a little, recharge a little, do a little. When we can think of an alternative solution, then we'll come up with that. In the meantime, can we delegate, postpone, and focus? Look at it, write it down, a list of everything that is important, and then just ticking important, 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 and then not important, not important, not important. The not important to one side whenever we have time, and the important is urgent or not urgent, and go by priority. And equally, not trying to dismiss, to put to one side or avoid perhaps certain needs that we don't know that we have. For example, some of us have a need for fun, and we pursue activities and things that give us fun. But some of us totally ignore that need. It's just work, or study, work, study, and we never make space to feel good, for joy, none of that. That's just one example. Or playfulness. But then we also have a need to feel good and to be playful and to have fun. So if we never satisfy that need, then we might find that our mood might go down, and we might find being drawn to activities and binge on them. It's like, why am I binging on this series? Okay, it might be because it's providing some interest and variety and fun in a way that perhaps for other people wouldn't be comprehensive, but that's the only way that we know how to have fun. So what needs are coming up for me that I usually ignore? For example, do I need solitude? Having time on my own? And a break from everyone else and everything? How can I honour that? Or the opposite, do I have a need to connect with others? Okay, so we have so many needs that we reject or take for granted. The need to feel heard and understood. The need to be encouraged and supported. We have so many needs that we just don't know we have. But it's when we go about asking, why am I distracted? Why am I engaging in this frivolous activity? And if we find the answers, and often that's the only way we know how to go about it. Okay, so a need for fun, having fun might mean spending time with people doing fun activities or being silly. For another person could be going on the computer. For another person could be working. So there's no right or wrong, it's just being aware of our needs. Being aware of the conflict of needs. And instead of feeling miserable and fighting this struggle, just hearing each part of ourselves. Okay, what is it? Why and what do you need? Why are you doing this and what do you need? Why are you doing this and what you need? And then coming up, validating each other's perspectives and coming up with an alternative solution that benefits both. So we can travel in the same direction. There'll be tribulations and at times conflict, and that's part of the learning each other's perspective. That's part of finding solutions, part of expanding. So making peace with that step when we struggle, and then exhaling, taking a new breath there, and then taking another step in the direction that benefits both. We can even have conflicts with in social situations. Should I help or should I not help? Do I put my priority and my needs first, or do I put someone else's priority and needs first? There could be that conflict of needs and also values. Do I want to be seen as someone that is helpful or someone that is maybe selfish? Okay, it's so delicate at times. But as long as we are aware of why we're doing something, then we can't please everyone. Sometimes we please others, but we don't please ourselves, or we please ourselves and we don't please others. But as long as we are making those decisions based on our values, and within our values, when there's a conflict of values, what is the priority of the value? And we're conscious about our decision, then we are acting in good faith that we're doing the best we know and can in each given moment. Now we can then reflect on it and make a different decision in the future. So it doesn't mean have to be stuck on stone and forever on the same decision. At some point in the future might have a different need or different capabilities or see things differently, and we might can take a different decision. Connect to the heart. Exhale. Release the tongue. Exhale through the nose. Exhale. Take a slow breath in and a slower breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. So, who's going to be on the driving seat right now? We want to, our automatic emotions, they get there a lot faster because they automatically react. But then we can get hold of our rational brain, see things for what they are without having to add and multiply that struggle and that suffering and making it catastrophizing, and then coming up with that solution. And some of the times, or a lot of times, there'll be a compromise, the best of best worlds, or the best of the two evils. Is ideally when we're 100% certain in one decision. But sometimes it's just, I don't like either decision and I have to pick the decision that is the least of the two evils. Okay, so if we go back to our values and the person we want to be in, the life we want to live, and then the priority within the values. What do I value more? There's a priority. I might prioritize a mug, a jug, a bottle to drink water. But when there's conflict, which one I'm going to pick to drink my water? Might be a preference. That's simple. But what about if there's conflict of values between our needs and others' needs? That's hard and trickier. But if we try to be self-conscious of them, then we're not as blind, and then we can reassure ourselves. I feel perhaps guilty or disappointed, but I did the best I can in the circumstances, and in this moment I had to prioritize this need. It can even be something as simple as, I want to dance outside, but I don't want people to judge and criticize. So I might value social approval and fitting in, rather than being criticized, possibly judged, criticized and rejected. So wanting to be acceptable and be seen as normal. That's normal. But equally I might have a need to move and enjoy the fresh air and being outside. So if I go with this conflict, but I have the need to do it, but I shouldn't do because others will judge and criticize and that will create pain. So I can run, okay, is this legal? Or is this illegal? Is this immoral? Am I causing suffering? So sometimes we might cause a little degree of discomfort in others. We might be contributing towards disappointment. Okay, by doing or not doing, or saying or not saying certain things in others, like others do that to us too. But am I intentionally causing that suffering? Am I intentionally causing that disappointment in someone? Am I doing this out of spite, revenge, to be mean? What is my intention? Or is it because I have a need to fulfill a primary need? I need to put my own mask first. And when we can communicate our limits, our boundaries, even our reasons for choosing, because we tend to go around and go about our lives with competing interests and needs and values. Some might prioritize family, and another person might prioritize work. And at times those values will clash. So how do we go about it? Hear each other out. See what's the most important, and see if we can find a solution that can incorporate the importance of this and the importance of this. So we can all walk towards or in the same direction. Just to live a healthy, balanced life. I was going to say fulfilled life, but I can be a step very far, but healthy and balanced, or the most healthy, the most balanced, and the most fulfilled within, from where we are, taking the next logical step. Connect to the heart. Notice the breath. Open your eyes. Love. Thanks. I hope that you find something helpful in this video. Bye for now.